So did you just drink your face off the entire weekend?
Well, no, I just had like I call it Coachella. The sandstorm was ridiculous, so I kind of just really listened to music. It was really good.
Really? So why do you call it Coachella?
Coachella.
Why do you call it that?
Because it's like I was eating dust pies. I was like literally eating sandpaper, like pies.
I've never been, but I was looking at everyone's pictures on Instagram, and it looks like it's so fun. But it has to be exhausting, though.
It's fun because but being from London, festivals is our thing. We do Glastonbury, a whole bunch of stuff. So like, I love festivals. To me, it was nice to be in California.
Yeah.
Being in the festival because it was like not cold, not muddy, just really sandy.
Now, do you like spend half your time here or London? Like, where do you like? Are you just
I'm
constantly
all
on
over
the go?
Yeah. I'm all over the place. I don't really have a house. I just kind of I go where the music takes me. How about that?
I like it. So you're like a music gypsy.
Yeah, I like it though. I like it for now. It works.
And so you just came straight from Coachella to the MTV Movie Awards.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your dress for a second. Oh my God, girl, you are killing it.
Oh, it was just a simple black dress, but that's good. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but you just really worked it. Like, where did you find it?
Thank you. Well, it's an amazing designer who I haven't worn before. Her surnames are always hard to pronounce. Colacias or something. But it was an incredible black, simple silhouette dress with pockets, which is what I liked about it. It was really kind of, effortless but very glamorous.
Did you put anything in the pockets? Like, did you have yourself in there the entire time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my lipstick.
I always, if you don't have pockets and you have a dress, like I find myself putting things like in my bra.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
just like
constantly. Oh yeah, that's like the 101.
Exactly. I love it though. And then obviously everyone's talking about the whole Zac Efron thing, which I'm sure.
Oh, that thing.
With your ripping off, like what every girl wishes that they were doing. You ripped off his shirt. Like,
I just thought it was very appropriate with the kind of award he won.
Exactly.
And the good thing about it was just fun, and Zac's such a fun person, and like, it's nice to just have fun sometimes. It's not, you don't have to be emotional every speech. Sometimes all you have to do is take a shirt off.
Well, hey. I mean, I feel like I would get fired for that, but like other people can do it, you know?
And I was like, damn, it is a good shirt. I was like, it is a good body.
Yes, it was like he's so ripped. Like,
good, it's good.
Absolutely. Well, now that you're like doing more movies and stuff like that, you're obviously gonna be going to more of these like award shows and everything. Like, I mean, by the way, I just have to say, like, congrats to you, because like you're doing everything under the sun. It feels like.
Thank you so much.
So now that you were doing the music thing for a while, you're still doing that, but doing movies now, like what's that been like? How's that different?
Yeah, well, I just now
have a big movie you're working on.
Yeah, I just love to do things. I'd never do it. I wouldn't take anything on if I didn't do it right. If I didn't do it properly. So the movie 50 Shades of Grey, I really wanted to do it, so I did. And I was very convinced that I would make sure people would believe me, And I went away and I rehearsed it, and I just like, I got it right. So that was one achievement for me. And why not? If you can do them right, why not do those things?
Absolutely. Were you a big fan of the books?
Yes, massive fan.
Really?
Yeah.
So you playing the sister.
I play Mia Grey. I'm part of the Grey family, Christian Grey's sister.
Okay. And so what's your character, like what's your favorite thing about your character?
She's like fun, she speaks French, she's smart, she's witty, she kind of loves her brother. She sees him, she's an adopted sister, so she sees him as like a savior, and she's really close to him. She loves her brother a lot.
So how do you balance all this? Like, how do you balance doing movies and music and like everything else you're doing under the sun?
Just don't sleep. Honestly, you can't sleep. You're not allowed.
I'm gonna start a new thing. Like, you have just as many hours in a day as Rita Ora.
Yes.
So that will be my morning motivation. I'm like, listen, when I'm tired, I have the same amount of hours in a day as this girl right here.
I call them disco naps.
So how long are they?
A disco nap. It's like 20 minutes.
And you just like.
And then
you're
it's like
just
back
going
into
again.
Yeah.
And that's just like amazing to me, because like I said, you are doing everything, and like just shout out to, like, major credit to you. That's
very
amazing.
Much. That's nice, because I like it when women support women, and that's very nice of you to say that, because I do it because I know somebody else would have done it if I didn't do it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
So like I try and do it to the best of my ability, and that's nice that you say that. Thank you.
No, of course. It's great that you do kind of point that out, because I was saying that the other day, just as women, and especially for like young people.
Just like a simple good for you.
Yeah.
Is like all a woman needs from another woman.
Exactly, because sometimes like I think women have this people always talk about how we can be catty and stuff like that, and I hate that. Like, we should be like
I
embracing.
mean, it is in our nature.
Yeah,
but,
it is.
But it's nice and it's refreshing when someone just says, you know, just a pat on the back, just from a woman is like a different pat on the back than a guy.
Because they get it. They get it.
It's kind of like, thank you, man. Wow, thanks.
Absolutely. Now, I was like kind of laughing. I was talking to JoJo, and I was thinking, you know, just you're such a huge fashion icon too, on top of everything else. And I feel like you're a trailblazer as far as that's concerned.
Thank you.
And it was funny because I have to tell you this. So I got my best friend a necklace for Christmas.
Yeah.
And I gave it to her and her sister, who like just they love everything fashion. Like they're here, they just flew in, and I'm like, oh gosh, gotta step up my game. I'm like, what do I have to do? Because I'm gonna be out with them all weekend, and I'm like, oh god, I have to go shopping. But I gave them the necklace, and like they were like, oh my gosh, this is so Rita Ora.
No, they
You're
didn't.
an adjective now. Like, how do you feel like? I'm not
What kind of
gonna.
necklace
How do
was
you
it?
get? It was just like a big chunky gold one,
Oh,
where
yes.
with like the chain and like everything. It's like, how do you get from like
That's great.
becoming an
That's
adjective?
sweet.
Yeah, but like you're like, how did you
you're
get
an
that
adjective.
point?
Do you know what? Everything I've done, clothes-wise, fashion-wise, I love it. You know, I
Yeah.
love music first and foremost. It's my heart, but fashion for me is so fun, and I love researching new brands nobody knows. I like being the one to wear something for the first time.
Okay.
That for me is like really good. Feels good to me because like I like making an effort of searching for it.
Yeah.
And then putting it on makes it just feel much better because I went and found that designer, I found that artist, and I love the process. It's like making an album. Every designer has to like sketch it, make it, you know, I can go into this, but like it's a process. And it's about appreciating and wearing it and with conviction. Everything you do has to be with conviction, man. That's what I feel. And like big chains, stick a bunch of them on. Like I don't just do something half-heartedly. Like if I was to wear jewelry, I'm wearing jewelry on all my fingers, all my necks, and like now it's very simple. I'm in a white tee, and
But you're
it's about
still
balancing it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, is there like a staple that you could not like live without? Like, is there a certain
Leather pants.
Leather.
Like right
You're
now,
rocking right now. I love that.
like a pair of leather pants, red lipstick.
Oh,
and
I love, and then you have always your eyebrows are like always.
Thank you.
Eyebrows are so important, and they're so like girls don't. I feel like a lot of girls don't understand how like a perfect eyebrow.
no, it structures the face.
Yes, absolutely.
It totally gives you face, a structure.
I look
You
terrible right
understand.
now. Yeah, there you go. I've been going to the brow bar, and it's like changing my life.
Oh, that's
like
cool.
you
They
know.
look great.
Well, thank you very much.
great.
But yeah, no. Like, do you have like so you have your leather pants? Like, if there's
My red
something
lipstick, perfume. You always have to smell good.
you constantly have the red lipstick in your purse.
Oh, it's in
everywhere
my
you go?
pocket right now. I wear it like every day.
What brand do you wear?
Rimmel.
Rimmel.
It's my brand. Yeah.
Yes. What color?
Rubies, and I have one called Rita Rouge. I've just done a massive kind of makeup line with Rimmel,
I saw that.
and it's
Congrats.
like, and this is color of mine. It's really cool.
And you have the stiletto nails.
I actually am one of those people that do a line and wear it.
Yeah. Well, I hope so. I
You
feel,
know,
you know.
there's some people that do things with makeup and stuff and don't even like wear it. But I wouldn't again do something that I don't believe in.
You put yourself behind it.
Yeah.
It's authentic, which it
Yeah.
should be.
Thanks.
Well, thank you so much for sitting down with me today. You're so fantastic. How about one last thing? Obviously, you have the new single out.
Yeah, I will
Tell me
never
about. Tell me about the album and just like how it was working on that
now
song.
This album for me is really special because it's the first album I'm releasing in the States. So for me, this record has always been important. It's called the second album syndrome. You know, every artist gets it. This is the moment where you're like, okay, what does she really stand for? What does she mean? What does she say that we haven't already heard?
Yeah.
So like this record for me was about kind of figuring that out. You know, my life changed, kind of being in a relationship's made me see things differently and feeling kind of more womanly almost, but still crazy because I am crazy. I'm never going to stop being crazy.
How are you crazy? Like just crazy in the relationship?
I just don't
or,
have
like,
a filter. Like I can't like think before I speak. You know
I'm
what
from
I mean?
Jersey, so I mean, I
It's
guess
so
like
funny.
same thing
But
with
my
me.
mom is like, just give yourself 5 seconds for God's sake. You keep embarrassing me. 5 seconds. Just think. I'm like, Mama, don't think. She's like, 5 seconds could change everything. I'm like, ugh.
My mom's always rolling around. Like, do you have to use that language? Like, did you have to say that? Did you have to do
that
that? I'm like, I'm sorry, Mom. Like, I'll try.
But that's what I love about my family. Everyone's always got there's lots of opinions, so it's nice.
Yes. Is it a big family?
No, it's 5 of us, but my cousins and uncles.
Yeah, I get it. So I mean, the album is just it's more it's more
about
personal.
Yeah, it's more personal. It's everyone on this record is on there for a reason. You know, this is for me like so important. You know, I have the writers, the producers, the collaborators. You know, I want to keep them for a surprise, but I'm really, you know, involved in this. So, yeah.
Who was on the album?
Oh, we've got, you know, Diplo's on the record, and then, you know, Major Lazer, Switch, Calvin Harris, obviously, is on the record. It's just a bunch of really cool people.
Awesome. Well, I'm so excited for it. I've always been such a fan of your music, so I'm like, cannot wait for it to come out.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, and high five, girlfriend.
Thank you very much.
Great.